hear the pop from the crowd, DC, as Nate Diaz gets set to make this walk here tonight. You never know when is going to be the last time we see this guy compete, but there's a lot to like when we see Nate Diaz in the end.
Nate Diaz is a savage, a guy that just epitomizes fighter. From the attitude, the walk, the music, everything tells you that when Nate Diaz shows up, you're getting ready to watch a fight. A fantastic striker and a great jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz is just a well-rounded fighter and one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
We've seen the Stockton slap before. I'll set the total.
It's just so disrespectful.
Over under 1.5.
So
think he throws it tonight?
It's just so disrespectful, but it's so Nate Diaz.
All right, we'll see if he invokes the Stockton slap here tonight, but Nate Diaz is back, and hopefully in a big way for his supporters around the world. Well, he was the first man to amass a double-digit winning streak in the shark-infested lightweight waters in the UFC. The former interim champion, El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson, back on the proving ground.
Tony Ferguson was able to navigate the toughest division in the UFC. He's one of the most diverse, nasty strikers the UFC has ever seen. And you couple that with that college wrestling background. Every time you step foot in the octagon with Ferguson, you know you have your hands full. One of the most exciting fighters the UFC has ever seen.
He is an 8-point striker, outstanding submission game, has a lot of good chokes in his arsenal. He'll lean on that Darce choke, has a pretty good triangle as
Watch
well.
that low single.
I'm telling you, Tony Ferguson ready to prove yet again that he is one of, if not the best lightweight on the planet. Our tail of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nate Diaz! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson!
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, so who could forget the fight week at UFC 279 in September of 2022? Mass shuffle to the main card. That resulted in the first meeting between Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson. And tonight they arrive at the rematch.
They get a rematch against each other because both were prepared for each other the first time. Tony Ferguson feels he could have been better. Tony Ferguson feels like he could win this fight. But Nate Diaz says, this is only the beginning. The gap will only be wider tonight as I face Tony Ferguson again. Time to see if that's the case. Nice.
All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start, found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his target. He's very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurts so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and he hurt the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards, in the same way. Jab, snaps the head back.
Oh, beautiful jab from Nate Diaz. If he gets that weapon going early, could be trouble.
Yeah, he starts touching you with the jab over and over again, and then when he starts to let that right hand fly, you start to see real big reactions from his opponents. Great job getting that kick home. Nice body kick.
Back and forth we go. Oh, Might be trying to set up a leg submission here. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
And he will let his opponent stand up here. Ferguson not having it, stays upright.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating it into an underhook.
2 minutes have expired off the round 1 clock here. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and hits.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio. Trying to recover, but he's in a lot of trouble.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't used his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up. What a beautiful leg kick that landed there.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range. Just over 2 minutes to go. Back to the jab now, no good. Spinning elbow. Oh, another dynamic strike there from Tony Ferguson, former football player, baseball player, career. Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, man!
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin. Tight.
Looks like it's getting tight.
Arm still not out of harm's way yet.
Look at all the pressure on the arm. Jeez Louise, he's tough. This has got to be the end of the fight.
Good work, guys. Come on.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I got to stop writing these dudes' obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me. Oh, he got to his spot.
45 seconds to go here in round 1. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
Nice.
These ground strikes really starting to add up. There's another one. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Ready.
All right, here we go with round 2. Beautiful hand skills here, the right then the left. Went for the inside leg kick. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, misses with the jab.
Sneaky body kick lands under the elbow.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
perhaps it's a high fight IQ. Diaz's strike attempt there is blocked. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything coming at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Well, we call on the fight stats here. These numbers unofficial, but 61 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz. And landing with 40% accuracy tonight against Tony Ferguson. Trying to establish that jab once again. El Cucuy's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Oh, useful trip right there to get the takedown out of the clinch. Side control now.
Yeah, he's trying to get to the darts here.
Oh, he's got it locked in tight now. Oh, he's getting close to the finish now.
He's got it locked in.
Wow, he gets out and now reverses position.
Beautiful submission defense by this guy. He was constantly under attack.
Grappler's delight tonight. Diaz is back to the side control now. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of...
Diaz is going for the sub here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Oh, nice.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, not exactly what we thought we would see out of this jiu-jitsu fighter. He's had a lot of success on the feet, and I think this is why. Submission attempts in bunches, another one here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. So just when it looked like he might get submitted, he slams his opponent down with authority as the tide turns here. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Ferguson's back in full mount. Different round and the striking clinic continues. Shades of Max Holloway back in the day against Calvin Kattar. Every strike he has thrown seemingly is finding the target.
I mean, it's landing. Everything is landing, J.A. And coming into this fight, he understood that he had an advantage in this particular skill. I don't know if he could have even expected it to be.
El Cucuy is now looking for a Darce choke. Oh, it's tight.
That Darce choke is very tight. What he has to do now is slide that arm up under the neck.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight.
Okay, let's not worry about the knees. Let's not worry about the strikes.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
Ready, fight. Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Tony Ferguson has a chin on him.
All right, so there's that Nate Diaz left hand. You've talked about the sneaky power. That one looks so good.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's throwing it hard, but he's so accurate that when he lands, he can hurt you. Nate Diaz has a really good left hand, and it's all rooted in how he hides it behind that slap right hook.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively, or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the BJJ player in round one, and as yet, he still hasn't attempted to take this fight to the ground.
Very surprising approach by this guy. He's so good on the ground. I would have expected him to try to get it to the ground earlier in the fight. But as we go on, it's starting to become very clear that that is not the game plan tonight.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Nice transition.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that strike.
So that trainer's gonna have to bring in the end swell to try to deal with the swelling because this guy is getting pieced up.
Ferguson's right back to the full mount. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Takes his back now. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, feet on the hips here. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Ferguson. Another ground and pound strike lands.
He passes to half.
90 seconds now to go in the round. Good work from the top here by Ferguson. Oh, he's going for his arm now. Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working towards the finish.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Ferguson getting worked here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
El Cuckoo is right back to the full mount here.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish the technique.
Working out Ezekiel choking, he somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic.
That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
Ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
And this is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go. Well, watch for him to set up that hook again here.
Great defense on display there.
Oh, and there it is. DC Damas saw that one coming a mile away.
DC, I like that one. I really, really like that one because I got it right, and it makes me feel like a genius, John, when you give me credit.
All right, so the ref has called a break to the action, and it likely means, yes, he will call in the doctor to look at that cut, which is just leaking all over the octagon right now.
A lot of blood, John, but this is a fight. I mean, guys bleed, girls bleed. It happens in a fight. These guys should be able to continue.
Well, it looks as though the fight is going to continue. The referee checking on the athlete one more time.
A bit surprising. I didn't know if they would let this guy continue, but here we go.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check. And to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether...
I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, nice defense there with the block. Just missed with the leg kick. El Cucuy, cut, not getting blood in his eyes, so that's a good thing. But, man, that is a nasty cut on the cheek. Certainly going to require stitches after the fact, and hopefully the cut man can stop the blood if we get to a next round.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
DC, I'm not sure how he stayed up there.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness. Oh!
Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I will bet.
Look at that. He can't even stand.
Just hard to know what's coming from Tony Ferguson.
He's got to keep pressing here.
Oh! That's it!
Holy smokes!
With a massive highlight at the Garden.
Holy.
We go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 50 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and heavyweight champion of the world, Nate Diaz!
West Coast. Nate Diaz gets it done tonight, DC. Big effort from the 209.
Man, still balling. My man Nate Diaz gets the job done again. What a fighter. Stockton's own Nate Diaz.